morning, everybody. Jason, PJ, Hollis Farms. First thing I'm doing this morning, just kind of riding through and looking. I think we did a pretty good job yesterday burning. A little humid today. The wind's up about 14 or 15. So first thing I'm gonna do is work on some fire lanes and then decide if I'm gonna light anything up this morning. I probably will if I can get the fire lane worked out like I want it with the wind like this. I'll have to be pretty careful. This first spot's got a creek on one side and the road on one side. Just got to get in some of this tall grass and if we can get it disc up good enough, we'll probably light something. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I didn't realize how wet it was on this lane. And with all this rain, one of the ditches that crosses it got water in it that normally don't. So that's gonna help us. So if it's not too humid to light, I think we'll be all right. I'm gonna try it anyway. It's just a small section and see if we can get it going. All right, got it started just a little bit. We're gonna watch it. It's doing pretty good. I don't know if I'd want to burn with this much wind and no humidity. It may be a fairly good combination. Make it go kind of slow, but the wind carry it through. It's not a lot of fuel right here. I may have to get up and start more. Little hardwood strip right here and the little ditch right there. The leaves are sure wet, but if we can get it on up, a little more fuel up in them pines, I think we're gonna be okay. Main thing is I don't want it jumping this fire lane. I don't think it will though. How you doing, PJ? Alright, so as you can see, it ain't burning real good at all. It's down that way, it's not a lot of fuel on the ground. It's got something to do with being close to them hardwoods or what, but it's just not much down there to really burn. It's not a little young pines, they're more up this way. So I think I'm gonna cut across the middle here, and I for sure want to get that loading pad. It's a ton of them little pines in it, but they're not too bad down that way. So as windy as it is, with the right fuel, it should roll. So I'm gonna get out here in it just a little bit and we'll see what it'll do. All right, got up here where it was more grasses and all, and it's going pretty good right now. I didn't go out there about, I don't know, 50, 75 yards. Briars. I took my long sleeve shirt off. I had to put it back on. Walk through, give me a Carhartt or something, walk through them briars. And maybe what we have to do is just kind of, we'll let that go and then jump down here and get a little more. It's still trying to creep around up there, but it was just pretty wet and a lot of leaves from them hardwood trees, and it just wasn't doing good. But there wasn't many short pines in the baby pines in there neither. They're more up this way for whatever reason. Wind has changed directions, and this right here is rolling pretty good. I think I'm just gonna hit this edge and keep playing with it. I'm pretty happy right now, except right here. I need it to be coming this way. That's trying to back up. But I'm gonna finish this lane right here where we ain't gotta worry about it crossing anymore. Come on, PJ. All right, let's see what this will do. Wind keeps swapping on me. We are getting a good burn right there. Really good. I may run and get on the back side of that old loading area. The wind's mainly coming this way. It keeps swapping some. I don't know if it's gonna come through there or not. I'm trying to. Let's see what it's doing back up here. If they ever get out in there, it'll go, I think. That right there that did burn did good. Having to do a little more walking today than normal. Dang, wind swirling on me bad. Ain't bad at all right there. Finally got into this old loading path. Should do good. We ain't got to worry about it on this side of the road because we already burned that. Wind's a little off of the way it's going, but it's rolling. Oh yeah, I like that. Heck yeah. It's hot right there, ain't it, BJ? They moved to the other side of the four-wheeler when we went by. I went all the way back there, but it was too wet, I guess, to come through, but hoping that wind will kind of stir around and get through there. It's doing pretty good so far, though. Wind is bad swirly today. And it was a little wetter in there than anywhere we've been so far. It probably got them. I'm gonna tell you, them old trees get up there about chest high. They are hard to get, but like this one, it must have had enough grass around it that it's blacked out on the top. It probably got it. We'll be surprised. We'll be looking at this in the springtime. You'll be able to tell if we got them or not. Some of these yesterday, it got some of them. Like when it gets like that right there, that'll get them. It's all about the fuel on the ground. Golly, that wind turned right at us then. Rough when it does that. That wind is picking up now. It's probably about 15. Backfire there is doing pretty good, and this fire's about to meet it. That's warm, ain't it, DJ? Hoping there's still some burning on the other side of this right there. If it'll come on this way, the main way the wind's blowing will be good. But even if it backs through it, I'm fine. I'm pretty happy with it. I think all these, it's going to be interesting to watch these. Like it didn't get in the top of that one, but that one right there, it's black on top. It got it. A lot of times you don't get them on the edge, but I believe all them out in there did good. I can see a turkey strutting and pecking around out there. And us sitting over there by one of them trees. We're gonna have to get us a pair of black. I got a pair of black pants. I got to get me a pair of a black shirt. I'm I'll tell you what, it's gonna be over. I've hunted in this before. I don't know if I've been YouTubing when I've turkey hunted in any of this burn or not. But boy, it's tricky. They like it. I got one time. It was like a day, maybe 2 days after we burned, and it was old stump hole, and it was still smoldering. And when I shot him, the time I got there, his feathers were smoldering. They like it. We're gonna produce some good food right here. A lot of food in these burns. All right, so back on the tractor. I'm going to work on the couple of more fire lanes. The wind is pretty high, so depending on how good the fire lanes do, whether I light anything else today, I'd like to get another little spot. This is what I'm going to do next. 2 or 3 little sections. I'm going to kind of put fire lanes and section it off so we don't get ahead of ourselves. Try to do a good job. And got this clear cut up here that's got young pines in it, and I don't want it to get over there. Pretty much everything else we burning around it, so that's the biggest thing we got to worry about now. Alright, time for lunch. Got some jalapeno and cheese snack sticks off of one of the deer we got this year. A few chips and a monster. PJ ready. Alright y'all, so here's what we got now. I'm wanting to burn this right here. The wind's kind of coming this way to the fire lane. We got about a 3-year-old clear cut right out there that we cannot get in. So the wind's coming this way. I'm gonna go ahead and light me a backfire and just let it kind of be creeping to make sure we're not going to come across the road. Then I'm going to run down the fire lane that way and let it come this way. And we've already burned over there. This morning we're back there. We'll be good. This is my only concern really, is right down this main road to stay out of this little young clear cut. Also move the tractor and everything up here too. I want it right here on standby in case we have to jump on it and do a fire drill. I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm just gonna go a little bit at a time because we can't get across this road here. Come on, PJ. All right, so the wind changed directions for a second, started blowing it yonder way, but it's doing exactly what I wanted to do right now. I'm gonna let that go for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go back in there and let it run this way. Wind's kind of blowing from that direction. Oh man, from really more all day from that direction this way. So I may just start right here in a minute, go down through there. Oh yeah, it's doing good. I need to go on that way towards the tractor. And then all our worries will be taken care of. Alright, I made it all the way to the turn right here. The absolute best fire lane you can have is something that's already been burnt. And with the wind today, when we light on yonder end, it's gonna carry. Now the wind's coming this way. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may just make a whole loop around because we've already burnt this. Just gonna make sure we're gonna get plenty away from this road. But when I light that, it's finna roll because the wind's blowing pretty good. Alright, so here we go. I hear may roll. Doing good right now. Sucker here is moving. That right there is doing good. God, it's smoking them down. Make sure it don't jump around here. I don't think it is, but that wind is blowing. Kind of making a mess with some ruts right here, but it's kind of got a purpose too. That fire, since the wind's blowing that way, it's just kind of backing up, and it should stop in my four-wheeler rut, hopefully. That, ooh, that's hot, ain't it, BJ? The wind turned a little bit right there. Man, hang on, BJ. Don't cross right here, we'll be okay. I need that wind to turn back around. All that popping, what gets us. There goes the wind turn back around. It needs to back up through here instead of coming wide open. Alright, so my backfire is doing pretty good. It's about 30-40 yards in. It needs to be, because that right there is coming. Oh, I gotta make sure they don't get to the shoot house. I knew that was gonna roll. There's some fuel in there. Here, make you draw up till it's over with. The wind's gonna catch it right where it ain't blowing towards the shoot house. It'll be alright. Alright, so this on our backfire is not getting as hot as the others, so I'm a little worried about the small pine trees, but what it is doing its job, it's not letting the next hot fire get over here in our cutover. So if we don't do the best job right here, we're fine. We still got to rest. I mean, it's coming so fast, it could have easily got over here and jumped this road. Check on this shooting house. Golly, it made it to the road. Golly, it's doing good. This right here's kept my butthole drawed up right here. BJ don't like it when I drive through this fire because it gets hot. really like it neither. Ain't gonna be nothing left in there, I don't think. I get out of this smoke, don't we, PJ? And I hope that kind of just eases back this way towards the shooting house. It'll be fine. Make a mess when I do this around here on our road. It's just like you've been mud riding, but gotta watch it. All right, so we're right here at this shooting house. I'm gonna watch it. I think it's gonna slow down by the time it gets through all that good fuel right there. Alright, so I just lit a little bit right there, but that's coming. There's the backfire we started. And I run right ahead onto it. That kind of worked out as planned almost, or it really did. As long as it don't jump back here, we're going to be in good shape. Alright, y'all, so the four-wheeler was out of gas. So I come up here. Oh man, I got gas all in my eyes, just covered me a minute ago. Anyway, I keep gas in this can on the back of the Lexus, and it's pretty tight fit in there anyway. And I knew it probably had some air in it, so I just barely cracked the top, and it had so much pressure on it. I was standing back here, and it just covered me. I couldn't see. My face is burning like crazy. Went down there and probably would have been worse if I wouldn't have had glasses. It covered them. We got in my eyes. I just flushed them out real good with a bottle of water. So, I'll know better next time. I know they get. I knew it had pressure on it, but I didn't think about it shooting that far. But golly, it did. That hurt. All right, I'm gonna put some gas in this. We gotta check this fire. I'll tell y'all what. That thing got serious. Chopped my cheek. Like it's done burned under the shooting house. Let's go check it out. Hell, it just burned kind of slow under there. Yeah, all right. I'll be kind of interested. All that's got clover in it, and it is low right now because of all the cold weather and all, but it'll start coming back before long. Be interesting. I'm gonna let that burn right through there as much as it'll burn. See if that clover comes back through there. I bet it do. Alright, so it's getting late in the day. I'm afraid the wind might slow down and it take all night to burn. So I'm just going to work on my next fire lane and try to be ready for the next time we burn. It's supposed to rain. Pretty good chance of rain tomorrow. Maybe we'll miss some of it. Work on a little fire lane. Grassy right here is not real wet. I'll take a pass or two. Alright, so I rode around the backside here. This fire that we started early, the first part this morning, been kind of backing up this way all day. I just wanted to make sure nowhere it could cross this creek. I know it can't, but sure don't want to leave and not know it's gonna stop before it gets here probably. It's done pretty good though. A lot better day than I thought we was gonna have when we started. Alright y'all, let's get to today's Bible verse. Still on the word angry. Psalms chapter 2 verse 12. Do homage to the Son, that he not become angry and you perish in the way, for his wrath may soon be kindled. How blessed are all who take refuge in him. Alright y'all, had a super day today. Right up to when I got sprayed with gas. Whew. Still burning just a little bit around my eyelids and all, but it's gonna be alright now. Whew. That was rough for a minute. But anyway, had a super day burning, and still got quite a bit more to do. Got some work I want to do with the brown tree cutter, but the brown tree cutter work maybe after turkey season, depending on how this burning goes. I want to get all my burning done as much as possible before turkey season. May have to do just a little bit during turkey season, but try to get my spraying done during turkey season. But anyway, super day today. Still got a lot going on. We'll just have to see what the weather brings tomorrow. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.